Welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. Thanks to Coach Stenson for being here talking boys golf. And since this edition is all about Pohai golf, Wendy Landes, the head coach of the Pohai girls golf team, is with us on the show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Boy, I tell you what, this is really exciting, and we're gonna talk all about the regionals. We'll talk about the state championships. We'll talk about the banquet. We'll talk about seniors and the off season. That's all coming up right here with Coach Landes. And let's start with regionals. It was the last week in April.
Yes.
It was over at the Broken Arrow Country Club. You get there, what's the course look like? What are you thinking?
You know, the course was nice. It was crowded. There was a lot of excitement in the air. And, you know, the girls had goals to go out and do really good at regionals. It was kind of a different experience for me. It was my first year coaching golf. Mm-hmm. So I'd been to, state championships before. I'd been to tons of regionals with basketball. But being on the golf course was so different because it's individual, but it's team at the same time.
Yeah.
So the girls were all ready, and we went in, and, they had their goals, and we had the whole team there. And then Sydney ended up qualifying as an individual. We didn't qualify as a team to go to state, but Sydney ended up qualifying as an individual with a pretty good score that day.
Very good. So Sydney qualifies for state. So that trip to state, is it just you and Sydney in the vehicle pretty much?
It was Sydney and I. We left on that Tuesday afternoon so she could get a practice course in, and it was raining. It was storming, and it was horrible, and they closed the course. So they canceled all of our practice tee times.
Oh, no.
And so she was kind of stressed out, and I was like, Oklahoma City has Top Golf.
Yeah.
Let's just go there. So I took her to Top Golf, and she hit balls for 2.5 or 3 hours, and she focused on her different areas. And then we get to state, and the course was wet, but they continue to have it, and it was just a great, great, great experience.
Early Wine Golf Course in South Oklahoma City. Maybe a lot of folks are not real familiar with it.
Yeah, it's over off Portland, kind of over there by I-44, that area. When you're going out of town, and it's just kind of tucked back in there. But it's a beautiful course. They have a north and a south part, and it was wet, but they certainly kept state going.
Well, and it certainly didn't top Sydney. It didn't stop Sydney.
Not at all.
Yeah, tell us about her performance at the state championships. This was remarkable.
She set goals, and she wanted to win state. And she told me that when I first took over coaching golf midseason, that she wanted to go to state, and she wanted to win state. And she started off really good. She was even par. And then she would go one under, then she'd go a couple over, and she kind of bounced back and forth. And there's a competition, but all those girls are friends, so they're rooting each other on as they go along. So they're like, "Good job, Sydney! Hey, Sydney!" as they're passing each other on the course. And she finished one over on that first day, so she was sitting in second place behind Emma Shelley from Bartlesville on that first day. And then we come to the second day. And she was like, "Man," I said, "Well, Sid, we're going to have to get some birdies and some eagles today." And she did. And she ended up finishing one under. And she parred the entire course for that day, and then waited and waited and waited and waited until the final group came in, and she saw on that wall that she had the top score winning the state championship.
She won it all.
She won it all.
Wow. That's
won it all.
Incredible.
Parred the course with a 144 for 2 days.
That is absolutely amazing. Sydney Herman, congratulations to Sydney Herman. And I know everyone's proud of her. We're going to another state championship right here to Ponca City. And let's talk about Sydney a little bit more, and Kaylee Murray, seniors, leaders on the team.
They are. They're going to be missed dramatically. Kaylee she's so fun, and she's got that lively personality that just makes people laugh. And Sydney's got that leadership where she teaches and mentors those young girls and helps them find their different strengths and weaknesses. So there's two big shoes to fill on that team. And we've got some 8th graders coming up into freshmen that are wanting to take that challenge, and some juniors on the team that are coming back. So we're excited about next year.
Oh, good. The banquet, do you have it together we talked to Coach Stenson about the banquet?
Yeah, junior high school, everyone's together. We have it at the country club and celebrate everything that those kids have done the whole year, and it was a great time.
Good. Talking about some of those golfers coming up, share with us, if you will, as a coach, what do you encourage them to do during the, because we're getting into prime time golfing time.
It is.
Season is over. But it's time for them to get out there and swing, right?
It is the summer, and Coach Sagan and Coach Swain work with those younger ones so good during the season, and they all go to different sports and they do different things, but we encourage them just to stay playing, play and hone in on your skills and practice as much as you can during the warm months before it turns cold again.
Right.
And then it starts raining all the time. Right. But we just encourage them to keep that club in their hand and keep practicing.
Yeah, and they're going to be doing that. Well, congratulations once again Sydney Herman, what was that ride like on the way back?
Gosh,
on the way back.
I took her to eat. She wanted to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, and she kept her her feet propped up, and she didn't have her phone. They don't let them have their phones, and so when I finally handed it back to her and she turned it on, it was like ding 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 ding.
Oh, I bet.
So she spent the entire time just answering messages and laughing and talking, and just it was kind of surreal because she got real quiet for a while, and I know she was just sitting there thinking about it, but it was a fun ride home.
I bet. Now, did they know? Was she getting congratulatory messages, or did they not know?
It was after. They knew after because I had made the post on Facebook that she had won it. I let Coach Levitt know, and he had let the administration know. So people started kind of filtering those messages, and she just didn't see her phone until after I gave it back to her.
Oh, my goodness! I wish we had Sydney here on the show with us here. But Coach Landes, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's Coach Wendy Landes of the Pohai Girls Golf Team. A successful season. Pohai Girls Golf back next year. A lot of new talent and a lot of talent that's going to be returning.
Absolutely.
So we'll look forward to that. That's Pohai Girls Golf on Coach's Corner. Well, next week we will do a wrap up of the entire sports season for the school year, and next week will be our last Coach's Corner for this school year, and then we'll pick it up again in August. Thank you for watching. For Ponca City Public Schools, I'm your host, Sean Anderson. Until next time.